comes around. Alright. Another life. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. Let's have a big fight here, that's right.
So that's the size of it. House Wolfford has gone to such great lengths for us.
It was our decision and ours alone. Your people brought nothing upon us.
It is as Serenoa says. We are happy to do all that we can to protect you.
Forgive me, Lady Frederica, but your mother was Lady Orlea, was she not? You came to our rescue just as she did. I cannot help but feel 'twas fated to be so.
You knew my mother?
Where did you hear of this, Jerome? I've told you not a whit about her.
I overheard whispers between my mother and father long ago. Why would the elders labor to keep such information secret?
Well, truth be told, we feared being persecuted anew.
And so your greatest fears have come true. Pray, hide no longer, and tell Lady Frederica what you know.
You know the history of Hyzant's oppression of the Roselle, yes?
Yes.
Then you know of the Rosellan revolt that occurred 30 years ago. Your mother, Lady Orlea, led that uprising at the source. She led us to freedom from Hyzant's rule, here, to the Wolfford domain. She was a woman of great courage. She even left a sizable gash upon the goddess's statue as we departed.
The statue that stands tall in the source. I've never heard tell of this gash.
I reckon not. Hyzant would never admit to such a thing. But we, Roselle, know the truth.
I had no idea my mother was involved with the revolt, let alone led it.
And it was my father who gave them this land to settle.
That he did. Lady Orlea, for her part, vowed to fight on, to liberate those who remained in Hyzant. The rest of us, battered and bruised in the escape, parted ways with her, and remained here to live out our days in peace.
And so she eventually found her way to Esfrost, where she was taken in. I thank you for sharing such a wonderful chapter of my mother's history.
I hear she rallied the people to her cause with these words. The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
How much of this have you heard?
Hold. I beg you, recite those words once more.
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
So there exists a key that gives the lie to the goddess's teachings. With that in hand, we can yet confront Hyzant.
Pray tell, good elder, what might it look like?
Alas, I fear I do not know.
I know not to what they were referring, but my parents always said Lady Orlea left it in this village.
Then the key is here. Jerome, please. We would speak with your parents at once.
I'm afraid that's not possible. They both passed many moons ago.
We must find this key, Lord Serenoa. I know it sounds like a fool's errand, but I feel we have no other choice.
Okay.
I agree. 'Tis a slight hope, but hope nonetheless.
Seems to be
Let
the
the search
key to
begin.
all our issues. We know the keys in the village, though precisely what form it takes still eludes us. I need more information. If the key doesn't remain in the village, I will find it. I must. That's what everyone knows. What was Mo trying to say, Sonoa? We have to find that key. I see a shiny. Let's get that. That's the key. I know we need to search the village, but what are we searching for? What's this? A mirror and an old western one at that. Right, there's a mirror. We should seek out one who knows the way to the Wazelle. That would be our best chance of finding the key. Alright. There's a shiny here. With superior iron. Anything special? Well, there's a pelt in Jerome's adobe that his parents were quite fond of. I see a shiny up here, let's go for it. Silver, okay. What are you looking for, sir? It's a treasure. I'm looking for someone that can help everyone in the village. I'm sorry we're causing such a commotion. It's okay, I always get yelled at for playing tag too long, so I know how it feels. Many thanks. Perhaps I can join your game once I find what I seek. That's a promise, but you better know that I'm the best there is at playing games. Alright, let's see. Mom and Dad are really upset. I'm scared. Okay. Alright. The Wazelle have a long dark history of being opposed, and reckon they're none too happy about outside records when we're on it. Alright. I want to check it back here. Good. I've been walking this entire time. That could have been useful during that fight. Cat doesn't know anything. Whenever I look at my children, I am reminded that we cannot bow to her sense of demand. Something special in the village. If that's what you seek is old, the elder may know of it. I claim to the thought of Lady Aurelia's last great hope for its way in this very village. I wish it to be true from the bottom of my heart. Is the legend so old that it be forgotten, or is someone keeping something from us? They leave us no choice but to abandon the village in our search. You're looking for something old, as soon as recall seeing a rather old looking mirror behind the elder's house. It was quite brilliant at all these years ago, but I'm sure it has rusted over by now. We just want to live our lives. Why must we be chased to the ends of the earth? You did this. This is your fault. You will never know how sorry I am that we could not protect you. I beg you. Gather your things. I don't know. Not so. We are confronting the results of a resilient uprising from 30 years ago. I feel your pain, but I only need to know if Lady Aurelia added this shit up and honest here. All I know is that we'll never go back to the life we had before. I wish you luck in your search for the trinkets. Pray do not lose hope. The road ahead is atrocious, but we must remain strong. House Wolford, we'll do all we can for you. Let me take my back. You take my venom and and still you show me kindness. Forgive me. Truly, for I have misjudged you. I must think of what I can do to prepare. This has been pointed out to me. It's an old rusty mirror. Ah, yes, that's the one. Wait a moment. I'll pause it for you. No, isn't it beautiful? My word, the designs in this mirror are exquisite. I had no idea that West had such splendor. Perhaps this mirror is the key that will show us the way forward. I can know about that. Right, now you go through the houses. What can you tell me about this mirror? Alright. What else I can enter? Some iron, okay. I've never seen this color before. Perhaps this is one Jones' parents took to awaken to. Perhaps this pelt is the key that will show us the way forward. Alright. Pink mirror, pink pelt. Okay. I think this is connected. Can I learn more? No. Alright. I talked to everyone. Did I talk to Benedictine? I wonder why the Virgin Elder would be so vehemently deny the key's assistance. I just almost wish to search his home myself, preferably while he is away, though I know he will not grant such requests from the likes of me. Maybe I know something about the pink pelt. Let's talk to you again. Guys, stop going up and down every single ladder. Alright. There are a number of objects within the verse that could qualify as the key we are looking for. Anything special or unusual in the village that I've ever heard of. Don't check my... Alright. So far I know of this pink pelt. Something special in the village, if such secrets old, Elder may know of it. Alright, it's an exploration.
Elder, For the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code. I bid you tell me precisely what it is you seek.
The mayor. So there was the third thing I couldn't figure out.
Do you think this pink mirror could be the key?
My word.
The pink pattern suggests this mirror is quite old. Might it be an item mentioned in Rosellan legend?
I never thought I'd see this again. It was a gift from my late wife. I scarcely recognized it without all the rust.
Might this be the key?
Nope, I can't say it is. But you'll never know how grateful I am that you found it.
Oh,
So that wasn't the key, perhaps?
the pink pelt.
Might this pink pelt be the key?
Ah, the pelt of a pink boar. I suppose you haven't encountered them near the castle or the harbor. But they are all around us here.
Ah, my mistake.
I am just an old man, Lord Serenoa. I assure you I know nothing of this key.
I've shown the Elder everything I have. I suppose whatever might lead me to the key has eluded my grasp.
I feel like I almost want to redo this.
The sun rises.
And we've got nothing to show for it.
Roland, I have a favor to ask of you.
And what might that be?
Take Frederica and get out of here.
Serenoa!
Please, live on.
And what will you do?
I shall stay here.
You said I was a member of House Wolfort. Please do not tell me that was a lie. I shall stay here with you, as your wife.
Frederica.
As will I. I fight with you to the end, my friend.
Roland.
I will protect the prince until my dying breath.
And I refuse to leave Frederica's side. Benedict,
Anna, you...
say no more. I am with you.
Anna.
Stop sulking, all of you. This ain't like House Wolfort at all.
I suppose you're right. We must go forward with our heads held high. Until the very end.
Will none of you go? Truly? I see. Then we make our stand together. Today may be the day the Wolfort name vanishes from history. But we have nothing to fear. For our memory shall be engraved deep within the very souls of the Hyzantian army. They will remember that Wolfort fought proudly in this land of Norzelia.
Okay.
The Hyzantian army strikes at dawn, sieging the Rosellan village where House Wolfort entrenches themselves. Despite the overwhelming difference in their military might, the battle rages on. That night, the Wolfort name vanishes from the map of Norzelia. Some say they were tragic heroes who remained true to their beliefs until the end. Others insist they were merely visionless dreamers who touted justice. But soon, even the voices that speak of them vanish. All that remains is fire and blood. The war
Oh,
rages
that's a
on.
bad ending.
None know.
Oh, sorry, folks. It appears you were unable to find an important key. Try searching again if that's safe for the autosave data. Okay, yeah, we need that key. Alright, so is that the pelt? Is that the marrow? There's something else. What did I miss? Let's skip. Here I'm just fast forwarding through it. Okay. Let's do this. Nice and easy. Alright, I want to keep my answers the same for these two. Alright. I want to keep those answers the same. Alright, let's get everything I need. Alright, so I know of this. Doesn't tell me I want to talk to the right people. Alright, think this through. Alright, so go down, I'll go away again. Alright. We're gonna downlock this now, yes. And so it gets unrusted. Alright. Now let's go to the pelt. Those are the easy two to find. Now there's something about the Elder. Nope. Nothing here. Talk to you again. Alright. Someone knows the legend. Alright. Alright. A box hidden underneath the rug. It would seem the elder did have something to hide. Perhaps this Wonky's key that will show us the way forward. Alright. Now we did see what I was gonna do before.
Lord, sir,
Alright, is it the pelt?
Might this pink...
Yeah, it was the rubber pelt. That's something else. I have the mail. You know, it's at the mail. But that's something else. How about this pink rock? Oh, the one that was underneath your rug.
Could this pink rock be the key?
where did you find that?
So it is the key. What do you know of it?
Clearly I can deceive you no longer. I shall tell you everything.
What is this strange pink rock?
A simple taste shall tell you all you need to know.
It's salt.
My word, it tastes of salt. No, it is salt.
Truly, a rock of salt.
Indeed, it is. And the story behind it is a long one.
Oh dear.
This crystal before you was brought here by Lady Orlea.
My mother brought this?
And you knew of this the whole time, Elder?
Yes, but the seeds of conflict ought not to be left in the sun where they are apt to grow. That was our decision.
Are there any other crystals like this?
There are. Lady Orlea spoke of a repository rife with salt, hidden somewhere in Norzelia.
And where might that somewhere be?
Unfortunately, I do not know.
I think I do.
And I fear the knowledge passed with Lady Orlea herself.
Do you know anything about this, Lady Frederica? Anything at all? Did your mother ever mention these crystals to you before? It is imperative that you remember.
I apologize, but this is my first time hearing of them as well.
Calm yourself, Benedict. You're scaring the lass.
Calm myself. The very existence of this crystal changes the nature of our realm as we know it. If you have ever wondered why Hyzant oppresses the Roselle or confines them to the source, this is your answer.
So they did it all to hide the existence of the repository and monopolize Salt.
And not just that, anyone who finds that repository could reign over all Norzelia.
Would it really have so great an influence?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. It is one of Hyzant's fundamental beliefs, one that, due to their monopoly on both Salt and the Source, has appeared true all these years. But no longer. With this crystal alone, we can prove their doctrine false.
Revealing their absolute teachings to be mere fabrications would shake Hyzant to its very core.
There may be hope for us yet.
A report, my lord. Hyzant's army is on the horizon.
Oh, lovely. Just in time.
Lord Serenoa, if you would, I should like to be the one to speak to them.
Of course, Benedict. I leave the matter in your capable hands.
Alright, we get to continue.
Lord Serenoa, how unfortunate it is for us to meet under such circumstances. But for disobeying the Holy One's order, I must strike you down.
Before that, Minister Exham, there is something we wish to show you.
It is a mere fragment of something we have discovered in this village. It is a crystal made entirely of salt.
What madness is this you speak? This is salt, indeed. How is this possible?
It appears to have been passed down among the Roselle, and in a quantity large enough to rival the source.
Unbelievable.
Perhaps so, but we have proof. Salt can be found in places other than the sacred grounds beneath the goddess's feet. I am certain the implications do not escape you.
What is it that you want?
An audience with the Holy One, and a guarantee of safety for us and everyone in this village.
It would be a waste to dispose of both the crystal and House Wolford here. Very well then. I shall secure you an audience with the Holy One. And you have my word, the village will be safe from harm.
Thank you, Minister.
Oh, how I wish I could see the Holy One's face contorted so.
We owe our lives to this. A crystal of salt. Or salt crystal, shall we call it?
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessings of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
Can you imagine if crystals like this were hidden beneath the surface of Norzelia?
I cannot imagine Hyzant being blind to their existence. Salt is the lifeblood of their nation.
Agreed. Which leads me to believe that they have relentlessly oppressed the Roselle to hide it.
You intend to negotiate with the Holy One, then?
Correct. This time, we shan't fail. Not with this salt crystal in our hands. Hyzant will swear its support to us.
If their teachings are truly false, could you not ask them to free the Roselle at the source?
That is a risk we cannot afford to take. Our first priority is rebuilding Wolfort. Without it, we cannot even hope to protect our own Rosellan village. I do hope you understand.
I see. I suppose you are right.
And what will you do once granted those privileges, Benedict?
What will I do?
I tire of being made to decide like this time and time again. Don't you, Serenoa?
I do. Our choices grow ever harder, each time piercing me deeper.
It's time we decide what to do for ourselves. I wish to reclaim Glenbrook. With Hyzant beside us, we can defeat Aesfrost. So when we meet, I will ask the Holy State to go to war with us.
House Wolford protects the Roselle in defiance of the Holy One's orders. Hyzant sends an army to punish Wolford for their disobedience. Cornered though they may be, Serenoa and his comrades discover a crystal of salt, hidden in the Rosellan village. Benedict leverages its very existence in negotiations with the opposing General Exum and succeeds. The crystal holds the power to change not only Hyzant, but the entire land of Norzelia. With it in hand, Serenoa goes to meet the Holy One.
Alright, let's see this backstory of this guy.
Got you right in my sights.
Oh, he's an archer.
There are too many of them, Minister Archibald. And flee we must. I'll hold them here, but you lot, retreat! Minister Archibald! No, this cannot be how it ends. Don't yet draw breath. My heart yet beats. This place shall not be my grave.
So the cycle of war and chaos begins anew. Once again, I must take up my bow. I've been watching you fight from afar, and I like what I see. Almost reminds me of myself in my younger days.
You flatter me.
Still, I doubt you'll emerge victorious. Without me on your side, that is. The name's Archibald. Allow me into your ranks, and you'll see. I can match men half my age, shot for shot.
I couldn't ask one so elderly to risk his life in battle.
This graybeard survived a salt iron war with naught but the bow in his back, I'll have you know. And my aim is just as sharp now as it was then. I haven't many years left, lad, and I'd like to spend them fighting for a just cause.
If that is what you wish, then I shall not refuse. We welcome your bow.
I got Archibald. Origin and intimidating archer. Does more damage to distant targets. His bow boosts increased range. Oh, okay. If I can pick them up from far, but don't get close. I think I was ready for the main event here.
We granted you an audience because of Minister Exham's petition, but I did not expect you to show us this. A crystal made of salt. How very fascinating. It certainly does contradict the doctrine here in our blessed land. Or it would, were it real. Have you any proof that this was not created by magic or technology?
Well,
with all due respect, Minister, I have a question for you in return. What do you think of Esfrost and Glenbrook's decree to stop trade with Hyzant? I think it nothing more than a threat. Neither would last very long without our salt. Gustadolf is no fool. Such an edict would not come without proper countermeasures in place. Countermeasures such as another source of salt, for example. Having their own salt would make Hyzant's redundant, at best, and your nation would soon find itself in dire straits without the salt tax's revenue. What is it you want from us? Your full support.
lend us your strength, and together we can defeat Esfrost, and Hyzant's ties to all nations will remain intact.
You mean to start a war? The Kingdom of Glenbrook may be naught but a puppet now, but it was once your homeland. You understand this, yes?
We do.
Even so, my people do not wish for war. We must try to resolve this peacefully first.
Do you think Gustadolf can be reasoned with? Need I remind you that it was he who invaded Glenbrook? He is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Be that as it may, neither my people nor soldiers will accept it as a reason to go to war.
Then I shall give you one. For I am the second son of King Regna. Roland Glenbrook.
You live.
There is no mistaking that face.
Huh. So the prince lives to slay his kingdom's invader. We could not ask for a better reason.
If you need a just cause to go to war, let it be me. We must stop Gustadolf.
It all makes sense now. O Holy One, have you heard? Pray, tell me what you would have us do. It shall be done. Wolfort, Prince Roland, heed the words of the Holy One. The holy state of Hyzant stands with you. The Holy One would see you defeat Esfrost and restore peace to Norzelia. Our nation shall spare no effort in your fight against Gustadolf. From this day forth, we support Prince Roland as our commander, and Lord Serenoa as one of the Saintly Seven.
Me? A saint?
We are brethren now. We ride to war together.
Okay.
Well, would you look at that? We secured Hyzant's support, and you even got yourself named one of the Saintly Seven.
We also received a signed document stating the Roselle and Wolford are left in our care.
Good going, lad.
Oh, it is Benedict and Roland to whom we owe this victory.
Everyone here has suffered so much on my behalf. My weakness and worthlessness have brought pain and misfortune to you all. And for that, I must apologize.
You've got nothing to apologize for. I already told you. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown.
I've decided that I must press forward, even if it means crawling forth on my hands and knees. I ask for your support as always. I know I will need it.
And you shall have it. I'm with you every step of the way, my lord.
Is something the matter, Frederica?
No. My apologies for worrying you.
Now, to battle! We take back Glenbrook with our own hands!
Okay. Anything else? Or it's just that? Oh, there's this here. Let's go in here.
Did you know about this salt crystal exam?
No. Neither did I know of Prince Roland's survival. I thought he had perished.
Likewise. What did you make of the Holy One's decree?
Hyzant is a grand nation, but unfortunately not one blessed with a bountiful harvest of anything other than salt. Were we not able to trade, there is no doubt our nation would wither to naught. We've relied solely on salt for much too long, and that reality was made painfully clear to us.
Harsh words, but true nonetheless. Do you think we can triumph over Esfrost?
Mark my words, Minister Camso. There is no fight Exham Marshal cannot win.
Alright.
The Holy One has ordered for us to deliver our Elfric to House Wolfort.
And here I thought your research results to be top secret. What a curious turn of events.
Perhaps the Hierophant determined it a good chance to test them in the field. They could easily sink an Esfrosti ship or two.
And yet I see not a trace of a smile on you.
I never wanted to build weapons for war.
Yet you don't think twice about toying with human life. How ironic.
How dare you!
Have a wonderful day.
The audacity of Edor's dog.
Okay. Anything else? Always took that one away from me. Ah.
Are you certain it's wise to return to Esfrost alone, Your Grace? You are needed here.
If Sikrus's missive is to be believed, I'm afraid matters are far too grave to be left to anyone else. Svarog's deception is nearing its climax. His ill-gotten profits are being used to build a weapon of untold destructive power.
Our anonymous source from the manufactory hinted at as much. Svarog is bold to have carried out his plan this far.
Death Snell? What's that?
Let the adults speak, my dear.
If we're to be wed, then there should be trust between us. How long do you intend on treating me like a child?
Very well. Tell her, Thalos.
If you insist, brother. This weapon combines the powerful explosives developed by Dragan with Esfrost's mastery of steelcraft. Although yet to be tested, this cannon is said to have the power to breach even Hyzan's walls. The goddess's shield would buckle under a single blast.
But the shield is impregnable.
I have heard nothing of this. Do you think so little of your general?
A general is to win me victory, as and when I command it.
Svarog's intent isn't to bring Hyzant to heel, however. He means to use the cannon against Brother. But the fool was so blinded by ambition that he never saw the strings guiding his every deed.
Fool that he may be, he served his purpose well. The cannon could not have been made without his engineers and Dragan's research. He will die secure in the knowledge that his bloodline contributed to the glory of Esfrost. Sadly, he shall not live to see his work completed. With it, we shall do what our forebears could not. The goddess's shield shall yield before Esfrost's might and ingenuity.
If we can even approach the walls, brother, the trade embargo will ensure that Hyzant is especially wary of our actions.
On the contrary, their focus will turn inward. With naught else to leverage their influence with, they will take measures to see that none of their precious salt escapes their borders. There may be some gnashing of teeth, to be sure, but it will only be in an attempt to hide their inner turmoil. Erica, muster a force and march to the Hierophant's palace at once. Deliver to Hyzant my final demands.
As you wish, brother. I shall gather what news I can of the Saintly Seven's machinations.
Thalas, you will remain in Glenbrook. Conduct yourself as if I had never left.
You hardly need ask, brother.
That is all. Now go.
Even his own flesh and blood are but tools to be used and then discarded when their purpose is served.
He has faith only in himself. Such has ever been his way.
Alright. Alright. Let's see how chapter 13 goes.
Esfrost and Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzant. Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzant to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State. Hyzant, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolfort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation. Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolfort was added to your saintly ranks. Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Esfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. I can assume they have a plan in mind.
then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolfort's plans to take the capital. Minister Exham, send word to Minister Serenoa.
Alright. Time for me to control a group.
You wish to lend us Hyzant's new weapon?
Yes. It was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric. The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned that their power makes him unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Regardless, I am certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use, but Milo should be able to take care of that for you. Use them both wisely.
I am Milo. A dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly Seven on occasion. I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger.
Hyzantian spy?
Very likely.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camsel's will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Serenoa?
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
Alright, so this is what we do. We're gonna hit up here.
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sigrus.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance. If she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes. Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
Let's just go in here. He's dead, so.
Benedict asked me to scout out Teleorn where the Esfrosti soldiers were stationed.
Okay.
But I hardly see any around. Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
Alright. Anything else?
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzant refused our final offer.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzant would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game. Their newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit. Right, Cordelia?
Enough, Valis. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General of Lore. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General of Lore. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustudolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustudolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Fair point.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone. But with you, General of Laura, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Esfrosty general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you've told me. Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzant and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this. For my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Thank you, General of Laura.
Oh, I make a decision here, don't worry. Time for some reading.
I apologize, but are you suggesting we destroy the dam around Telior Reservoir to start a flood?
Oh.
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzelia River. Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Telior upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city. Flooding the town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Lake Telior is a man-made reservoir. You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
Huet scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
No. The damage will be too great. The means would not justify the end, Benedict.
We cannot afford to lose.
I agree with Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands. Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions. We must take the capital back, and show our strength and resolve first.
So that means you stand by Benedict, then?
If we have a sure shot at winning, we need to take it. No matter the consequences. We can't lose the war. We just can't.
Telior Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods. I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Glenbrook thrives because of that water, and to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers. There are ways to slip into the castle unseen.
If you have used it before, there is a chance it has been sealed off since.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
So you mean not to use the blast crystal?
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Esfrost's warship. It would close off their escape route.
Our first priority should be ensuring the people's safety. We cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options as well.
She's got a point. But how do we take the capital back after that?
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle. The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens. If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
Negotiate?
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
Allow me to ask once more. Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Telior and flood the town? Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships, and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy? Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our path.
Wait, there's free oh. Oh. There's gonna be 3 choices here. It's gonna take some. Oh yeah. We now have 3 paths before us, each with its own merits and shortcomings. But which one will lead the House Wolfort? Alright. To town. Alright. I heard that Alfred is in development and only a few people are privy to its details. According to the rumors, its blast could bore a hole straight through the castle wall. Could we use such a thing in battle? Alfred is still in development? Are you hoping to use this battle to test its powers? There's a chance we'll expose and appeal to greater danger than we thought. We must consider its placement very carefully. What's so annoying? You've been out and about quite often lately, except for the mist. I can't help but notice there's comings and goings of high-science soldiers too. Something about bold yell. Okay. Alright, so I know the crystal. What's so note will return from scouting the capital. The Crown City is teaming with Frosted soldiers, and it appears that the second source, led by General Aurora, is defending Whiteholm Castle. So Frost has soldiers stationed throughout the city and around the castle, the way led by General Aurora, no less. I doubt a full frontal attack will work to our favor. This is definitely worth considering when making our strategy. What's your knowledge? As I accompany you wherever you go, I'm sure my knowledge of Alfred would be great service to you. My boy, how is your father doing? The people are worried. We haven't heard any tidings of his health for some time now. I look forward to the day away. I have the utmost faith in Lord Simon, but I forget myself. You must be so busy, Lord Simon. My apologies for detaining you. Sorry about that. I couldn't find the mute button in the microphone fast enough. Please don't apologize. Lord Simon is the true hero to us all. and not because he brought the Submarine War to its end. We respect him because he has a heart of gold and walks astride his people. Thank you. Neither my father nor I could ask for better people. My uncle's a soldier, but he's always busy these days. I haven't been able to talk to him at all. Alright. Let's do that. I'll make money somehow. Since the fall of House Fox and Terror, many of the people have fled here to Wolfort, and refugees from the current city have also come to live within our domain. It is not uncommon to hear its fights breaking out between them and the people of Wolfort. What should we do, my lord? These people have nowhere else to go. We will accept them with open arms. Very well, my lord. But I shall warn you that our domain resources will soon run dry, and the people's discontent continues to grow. I understand, but before either of those reach the limit, I shall bring a frost to his knees. Understood, my lord. Leave the issue of the refugees to us. My niece came back from the current city. She said there are more as frosty soldiers than ever now. My reserves are still stocked, but I don't know how long that will last. The Dutch's trade embargo has me worried, to say the least. The soldiers look like they're preparing for something. It's now a big battle on the horizon. The Byzantine soldiers that were bringing relief supplies look like they're waiting for war too. The scouts we sent to the capital returned not a moment ago. Our preparations are continuing apace, but I worry about sealing the field with the Byzantine troops. I came here hoping to bring my aunt to live with me in the capital. Its first invasion took me by surprise, but life's been easier since. We can enjoy freedom of trade and no longer have to give offerings to the crown. It seems the people within the current city aren't suffering as much as I thought they would be. Alright. Alright. So, ooh.
Aye, lad.
Destroying the dam is our best shot winning this battle. Then we wouldn't know what hit them if we flooded the city. But there's no denying that the airplanes have their merits too. So we go with our best bet or consider our other options. Alright. So I can talk him into doing green or yellow.
My lord.
The Negotiating went on grant the enemy reprieve, and there is a high chance that Queen Cordelia has revealed its secret tunnels to the enemy. But we will most certainly deal a heavy blow to less frosty forces by flooding the city.
Serenade.
Alright, wait. I can get you to go with green. Right? So you think Lady Frederica's plan is the way to go? Ah, why's that? Lady Frederica's plan would definitely migrate our losses and give us a shot at victory without exposing ourselves to the danger of sneaking to the castle. But if the negotiations draw on too long, there's no telling what the enemy might do with their backs to the wall. I can't say for sure if that's really efficient or not. Each plan got its good and bad points.
Consider this.
But now that we've got the whole states at our back, this would be the perfect chance to strike at Asphalus. Isn't winning this war more important than the Crown City damages or the people's morale? I know that the house I like this.
Are you joking?
If you give the order right, I'll put my wife on the line and see you well done. But ideals and pride won't win the fight. As the word of our house, I ask that you consider all our options with a cool head. I can see how you feel about this, but I need a moment to judge. I'll probably mess up what I want to do.
Say.
Let's trap them. We cannot be sure Alfred's power. If we set near the castle, we may be putting Her Majesty in danger. Cornelia. Waitholm Castle is a symbol of Glenbrook, and with the Crown City that will be loath to see it brought to harm. Alfred is yet incomplete, so we must be cautious in how we use it.
A hard choice.
I appreciate your concerns about my sister, but still. Alright. Prince William wishes to defeat the Frosty Sword commanders who untrustworthy occupy Waitholm's castle. I see the plan has proof on his resolve. As a member of the Cannon Squad, I intend to help him see it through. Well, Sir Nor, you think Lady Frederica's plan to be our best option? It's the house. It's our job to protect the citizens. Hearing you say that heartens me as a member of the King's Guard. Though one of the 7 you may be, your heart still beats for the kingdom and the crown.
I have chosen.
Thinking worth Sir Nora. Speaking to you has shown me the merits of Lady Frederica's plans. I found 1 at least on their side. Let's see if I can convince Anna to.
Yes, sir.
The enemy may have already be aware of the tunnels, but no one's anticipating a flood. The capital is swarming with our frosty soldiers. We must prepare ourselves to make sacrifices if we are to reclaim the city. I see, so you will support Lady Frederica's plan, though it seems the least efficient of the 3. We must have the people's support if we were to lose it. Even reclaiming the capital could... The capital can be repaired, but the dead cannot be brought back to life. The lives of the people should outweigh the importance of the efficiency. It will take time and effort, but we'll make like this, middle one. Indeed, Benedict's plan will make a battlefield of the city, and we should focus on more of the safeguarding people and the efficiency of subduing the enemy. I apologize, Mama. I was set of what was important and my desire for victory.
I must hear what the others think.
It seems I understand the merits of Lady Frederica. I think I got to go with green.
My lord.
So you will choose Lady Frederica's plan. May I inquire as to why? I concur, the bridge is simple and requires less labor and resources. But a battle cannot be won simply by looking at profits and losses. I implore you to think carefully about which plan gives us our greatest chance at victory. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me, Lord Serenora. Alright. Come on, Team Green.
It is time to cast our votes. In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I believe in you.
I thought through and decided to put my faith in your decision, my friend. That's Green.
On this, I cannot be swayed.
I do not think your plan a bad one, just like the best one given the circumstances. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I agree.
I stand behind you, Lord Serenora. Alright, it's 4.
I changed my mind.
I thought about it a lot, and I decided to choose a different path than Prince Roland's. Okay.
Forgive me, lad.
Sorry, but my token is going elsewhere this time, lad. I did miss a pace. Okay. But let's be 4 green, 3 yellow.
Scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
That's what I wanted.
The way forward is decided. We collapse the bridge and trap the enemy within the castle, keeping the common folk safe from the worst of the fighting.
You will safeguard the people, drive the enemy into the castle, and negotiate. You have chosen a righteous path, Wolfort. But do you really think negotiations will prevail? Such sympathy may be your downfall.
Even so, this is the path we have chosen.
Then walk tall. It is time to test your mettle. I must return to Hysant and see Minister Kamsel. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
You have my thanks.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Serena. The goddess, the source, iron? The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew. Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard bearer to guide them.
A standard bearer?
Yes, people like you and me. This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
Okay.
House Wolfort and Hysant join forces and begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Esfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be no easy feat. Frederica proposes they destroy the bridge linking the castle to the rest of the capital, isolating the enemy and forcing them to parley. Though it may draw out the conflict, it is well worth it if they can avoid causing suffering to the people. Serenoa and the others agree to the plan. in support of House Wolford. Hyzant's great army marches forth for the first time since the Salt Iron War.
Born of strife and sadness. Okay.
The Hyzantian forces should be arriving any moment, Frederica.
Well then, let us make them welcome.
My lady, are you certain this is the path you desire? We are to battle against your people, against Dallas and Erica.
I am keenly aware of that.
Of course you are. But simply understanding a thing doesn't mean you are ready to face it. A single second's hesitation on the battlefield could cost you your life.
Worry not. I shall prevail against any who stand against me. Even my siblings.
To try and save them?
No. To save myself. And to save House Wolford.
Let's see what's going on here.
Minister Serenoa, Minister Kamsel and myself have brought what troops we could muster.
I'm grateful for your assistance.
It was an arduous journey. Is there anywhere the soldiers could rest?
We've prepared barracks at the harbor. Please use them freely.
You do think of everything.
Hyzant has not mobilized a force so large since the Salt Iron War. Yet I hear you intend to settle this not by battle, but by parley. The Holy One will not agree to any half-hearted measures.
The pressures of a large army on the capital's threshold is part of our plan. Come inside and I will explain the rest.
Alright, let's make me a new hero.
It's an emergency. We have 2 patients. Both with extraordinary fevers. The Rosellan is unresponsive.
Well, I can't tend to both unless you can give me 2 more pairs of arms.
Let me help. I've just completed my training and I'll do whatever it takes to save them.
Are there no real doctors left? Fine, come. We're losing precious time.
Leave the Rosellan. We must prioritize the Believer.
As you wish.
But the Rosellan will die unless we do something.
Do they not teach the order of things in school these days?
So what if they do? What does the order of things have to do with saving lives?
Not all lives are weighted the same. You would do well to remember that.
Quickly, Medina, these people are dying as we bicker.
I couldn't save him. Orders or not, I was the one following them. It's all my fault.
Where are you going? Medina!
Fair enough.
I beg your pardon, Lord Serenoa, but a doctor from the Ministry requests an audience.
My name is Medina. I've heard much about your house and simply had to see it for myself.
What insolence is this? Stand down. Pray tell, what brings you before me?
It is said House Wolfert possesses a relic known as the Scales of Conviction. Is this true?
It is. We turn to the scales for guidance in times of trouble.
Then, I wonder if they might guide me forward as well. I had a crisis of confidence. A man was counting on me to save his life, and I let him die. I cannot let this happen again. I wish to save all the lives I can, regardless of country or creed. Pray grant me the chance to consult the scales, that I might walk the righteous path.
Fair enough.
The scales are merely a tool to an end. They are not a magical window into the future. When decisions must be made, all in this house have a say. We choose as best we're able and strive to ensure we chose wisely.
You mean you strive not to regret your decision?
That is all one can do. Forgive me if this is not the answer you sought.
Then, would House Wolfert accept my aid if I offered it, my lord?
If you would serve as a physician, that would be a boon. For we fear the war is far from over.
I would be honored, my lord. I would see what I could do to rewrite the order of things.
And let us walk the path together.
I am at your service, my lord.
An expert in healing items increases the potency of healing items. Can use items twice in the same turn. Okay. Good. Looking over here. By the time I get to the next battle, it's gonna be time for me to hop off. At this rate.
General. House Wolfort and Hyzant have joined forces. There are indications their armies intend to march upon the capital.
Which direction will they come from?
We cannot yet be certain.
Close the city gates and rally the garrisons. I want the way to the castle completely blockaded.
And we ought to consider their attack from the river. House Wolfort knows very well how difficult this castle is to take. I doubt they think to capture it with a direct assault.
Indeed. Byzantine soldiers are used to desert conditions. Doubtful they'd be keen to engage us in a marine battle. Though acting on that assumption and sending all our troops to defend the land route does leave a vulnerability the enemy could exploit. Send a party to scout along the riverbanks, then have them report to the harbor and ready our ship.
Yes, General.
Why beat around the bush? We have the soldiers, we should strike and end them.
It's best to avoid open battle. With the capital and Whiteholm under our control, we have the advantage.
All that tells me is you're frightened of Wolfort.
There is no enemy safe not to fear. A leader's hubris is the death of her soldiers.
Frederica is attacking us. What does it matter how many soldiers die? I command you to...
Hold on 1 second, folks. I need a drink. And to blow my nose. Sorry about that. Very much needed.
Kill Frederica, Avlora.
Personal grudges have no place in the battlefield.
Silence! Gustadolf entrusted us with the castle's protection in his absence. Noble as frosty blood flows through our veins. How dare you order us about?
You do well to remember what you are, Flora. A simple orphan who doesn't even know her true name.
Yet it is this simple orphan in charge of our army. Insult me all you like. I will not allow open battle.
Obstinate woman. No matter. The reinforcements our brother sent are under our command.
I shall lead soldiers into the capital myself and crush Wolfort's forces when they arrive.
Is this the Esfrost I am to defend?
General of Laura.
Let's see.
My spies have ascertained the situation at the capital. The bulk of the enemy is holed up in Whiteholm Castle. Right now, they don't seem to be very active.
And what of the common folk?
Their daily lives progress apace. It seems the enemy has yet to notice our movements.
Perfect conditions to execute Lady Frederica's plan. If the people are at ease, we should be able to seize the capital without resorting to all-out battle.
Thank goodness.
Then let's review the plan. First, my retinue shall take a small vessel to Whiteholm Castle and destroy the bridge.
Are you certain you want to go by yourselves? We could lend you some soldiers.
The fewer of us there are, the less likely we are to be spotted. We'll manage. We'll have the blast crystal.
Oh yes, a bridge like that'll come falling down pretty easy. You'll see. The explosion will be your signal to march into the capital and keep the people calm.
Without using force, yes. I shall impress upon my soldiers they are not to act rashly.
Thank you, Minister.
As for you, Minister Kamsel, we'd like you to take command of the naval forces to blockade the castle.
Very well. I can't say I'm much experienced in marine warfare, but I'll do my best.
Destroy the bridge, capture the town, blockade the river, isolate the enemy in the castle, and turn that impregnable fortress into their prison.
Once they're trapped, they'll have no choice but to parley with us and release their stranglehold on Glenbrook.
I hope you're right. A word of caution before we begin. Prince Roland, you are aware they will likely use Queen Cordelia as leverage when the time for parley comes. But no matter what pressure they apply, we cannot allow them to break us, should the worst come to pass.
I understand. I do not expect the fight to regain control of our kingdom to be painless.
Good. We have our plan. Now we must act upon it.
Then we shall depart at once, until we meet again in the capital.
Farewell, and good luck to us all.
Erica, Thalas. I cannot
Pardon
put
me?
off fighting them any longer.
The eve of Frederica and Seanor's engagement.
My, you're certainly calm for someone about to be sold off in the morrow.
Sold off? You would compare my marriage into House Wolfort to trading coin for flesh. Why, I am to be a beacon of allyship, a bridge between our two lands.
Yes, yes. So tell me, dear, how do you plan on seducing the Wolfort boy? Wait, let me guess. You'll use the same charms your mother did on our father.
Oh, enough cajoling, Erica. You're apt to make her cry. And Frederica, you know you don't have to take such abuse in silence, don't you? In any case, you seem to be under the impression that you've been entrusted with some crucial task. That couldn't be further from the truth. This is only to get you out of the way, same as your mother. You're no use to anyone in Esfrost.
But you already know that, don't you?
Well, every happiness to you, dear sister.
The world I knew before was so very limited. No matter what awful thing happened to me, I believed I could do nothing but suffer in silence. But staying quiet in the face of injustice is tantamount to condoning it. I needed to stand up and fight for myself. Becoming part of House Wolfort was the best thing to ever happen to me. Erica, Thalas, I'm done running.
In the dead of night, a small ship slips silently into Whiteholm Castle. Aboard are none other than the elite Wolfort fighters, led by Serenoa himself.
We'll be investigating something here. Oh, look at my camera. Ah.
All right, it's time.
Where should we set the blast crystal, Milo?
Right around the middle of the bridge wood be perfect. The
Hi.
wood will splinter apart quite nicely. Plus, any repairs we'll need to make later will be easy.
In the middle it is. We'll search for a suitable spot. In the meantime, Milo, you ready the blast crystal.
With pleasure.
Okay. Let me think this through. The entire plan would be for naught if I did not place the Alfric in the right spot. Time to see where that is. Be extremely careful with the Alfric. It can destroy a bridge no matter what it will do to you. Furthermore, well, I trust you know what I mean to say. May we limit damage to the crown seeds and cattle to the risk on the path. No, not quite words, Sorno. Our victory is paramount importance. So long as we are victorious, we can pin the destruction of our fellow sage and enemy as well. Forgive me, Benedict, but I thought we agreed upon this plan precisely because it minimizes our losses. Yes, my lord, I too would prefer the crown state remain intact. I know not where to place the Alfric. I've told Myra all I know the bridge construction, the rest is in her hands. So many lives will be saved with the destruction of this bridge. Let's not delay in our preparations so that we may keep our casualties well. If this works, we'll emerge with the upper hand in the ensuing negotiations. But therein lies the key. This has to work. If the aim is indeed to isolate Whiteholm Castle, then the Alfric should be placed just about here. This Alfric stuff is mighty powerful if it can reduce a bridge of this size to rubble. I can scarcely believe we mean to destroy the Whiteholm Bridge. But if this is the cost of reclaiming the Crown City and protecting our people, then so be it. We proceed as planned. All the times I've trained here with Sir Maxwell have come flooding back to me. It seems like a lifetime ago. Forgive me, my sentiment. I promise I am ready to do what must be done. I understand this bridge holds many memories for you, but this plan will allow us to trap the enemy and save lives. I think it's a small price to pay for that. I know, this is for the best, this is for the people. I would take more than the walls of the bridge to waste all that Sir Maxwell has given me, I still hope. Of course it will. For all of that training is precisely what will lead us to victory. If the aim is indeed to isolate Whiteholm Castle, then the Alfric should be placed just about here. Alright, talk to everyone. Let's go through everyone one more time. Can't go inside anywhere. Alright. Kaboom. I know where we ought to place the Alfric. Now to gather the arrows and finalize the plan.
The time for you to awaken is nigh, my patient little Elfric. Just give me the command.
All right, then let's...
Wolfort? When did you get here?
Phallus! Oh, I am so glad we didn't leave this to Avlora. I am shocked, Frederica, to find you sneaking around like a common thief.
Erica.
Ah, they've got us surrounded.
Okay. Okay. Let's do the incoming stuff now. What do you have? You have two yourself. Oh dear. Give me the stuff I need. Set up the best I can. Alright, let's get a bunch of these one-shots. Who has promotions? You do, and you do. I say your promotion is gonna be worth it. I need someone
This day shall be ours.
that can move around and keep the enemies at bay for me. Now I need to go over here. I've been using it as an attacker more times than I like to admit. I need to be a bit more healthy, don't I? More damage to Scorch would be best, I think. I'm not worried about you dying because I keep you in the back a lot. So I'm not worried about you. You, on the other hand, I need to have more defense, maybe more health, yeah. Alright. So you can get something else. Let's give you more HP. Alright, let's check with you, see what you have to sell. Alright. Now I need to do these practice battles. Defeat the enemy forces within 75 turns. Alright. So there's 5 chests. Okay. I didn't check who. Oh well.
The hunt is on.
Let's do as much damage as we can.
This battle is won.
Like that.
My turn.
Suffer. It's for life.
My turn. Huh! Yes! Yes!
Feisty, aren't we?
Then where shall we strike?
I shall try my level best.
Sloppy!
I'm fine with that. No, you got every poison so far. That's not good. Alright.
Help me, please. Lightning!
Get you taken care of. And hold you back here for now. I'm going to take care of.
Take you on!
Ram this person down.
Out of my way!
Yeah. Alright, Season Rage, she's gonna do her own thing.
I must carry on. Perfect!
Nice.
I will follow you faithfully till the end.
Oh.
This can't be! Me too!
Oh, lovely.
Away with you!
My turn.
Well. Alright. You just set me up for a back attack? Oh, these guys are provoke or gonna beat the death with me.
Time to take flight.
Alright. So if I do that, okay, div,
Try this.
it's gonna be at 1.
Now's my chance! Perfect!
Alright. Move you here.
I will end this.
I need backup over here.
Now it's my turn.
I know you're a healer. How much will you do?
pushover.
Damn. Brace yourself! I shirk from no danger. Forward. Here. Ha-ha! My turn.
Oh dear. Ow.
I must carry on.
Alright, take out him by doing that. Stay there.
You've done it now! Following up!
I just love the name of a book over and over again. That's not me.
Time to take flight.
Definitely need to take care of this guy.
Not like this.
Yep.
You've done it now!
I will end this.
If I put you here and you do attack.
This'll hurt. You won't escape.
Poison will kill him now.
Damn. Huh. Yes! Take that! Did you see that?
Follow my lead.
This ain't pretty.
No, it's not. What you're gonna do is gonna go here. Heal him.
No slacking off.
Much obliged.
I'm old, not a pushover.
Take the blow up.
Defeat is not an option.
Alright. I think you're taken care of. You cause more damage down there. Let's just end you.
Now I end this.
Oh, you're dead.
You have nothing left.
Alright.
Allow me.
Oh, that's why. If I move you here. Yeah, do that.
Stay right there. For a better world.
Heal.
It's not over yet. I can keep fighting.
And just face that way.
Cool heads shall prevail.
I need to put you here. I'm gonna give you a full heal. You're gonna take a lot of damage up there. Making sure you can't provoke. Yourself. Alright.
The hunt is on.
Bandit has helm under control. I say I get this guy under control will be my next best bet.
Try this. My pride is my shield.
And move as far this way as I can. And get myself ready to fire out that way.
Your orders? Come get me.
Do something like this? Don't know if that really does anything. I know you're dead.
Me too. Forward.
Alright. All I can do is move myself closer. You are going to spark this guy to death. And we're gonna put you in range of this guy. Just hit him in the head.
Nothing left.
I fight for peace.
Shall we begin?
Alright. Move you here. Give him a heal.
Be at ease.
My thanks.
That way.
Whatever it takes.
Just do this. Alright.
My turn. Come get me.
The hunt is on.
This ain't ideal. Look to my shield!
From where shall we strike?
Yes, I did this on purpose this way.
Me too! Look at me learning.
Allow me.
I did this. Kills those two.
What should I do?
Just brings it forward in that turn.
Your orders?
Cool heads shall prevail.
That's a decent amount of damage to a mage.
I'm not done yet.
You can hit what I want anyway.
Time to take flight.
You've made a grave mistake.
Is that all you got? You're done!
Let's bow. I'll take Knight Iron. Okay, yeah. Whew. I get some money from that too. Increase my luck. And physical defense, I guess, would be a good idea. Don't offer promotion. Alright, so I know battle to do, so let's do it. Alright. Alright.
I am ready.
Consider it done.
You're not gonna protect me. He's in this map somewhere. Where is he? I'll keep you. So I do this one bite at a time.
This battle is ours.
Oh, let's kind of hit that far out. Okay. We'll be back.
Time to work. You won't catch me.
Keep you hidden. Just like that.
My turn. My lance strikes true.
Okay. I can make that work.
Now it's my turn.
For the honor of House Wolfort. That hit the mark.
Test. Oh, I can't do that. I was kind of OP earn it.
I have your back. Ah, reminds me of my youth. For the future.
Let's have this guy. With his fine arrow. Pretty good. Yeah.
Time for some sorcery.
Don't be afraid. I did it!
No need to panic.
I shall do what I can.
Does it hear immobility? Yes. Okay.
I've been waiting for this.
Alright. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call for me to go next. put you here. Hit him with the shield.
Hello, me. Haha. Forward.
Now my turn. Under critical blow. I'm gonna hawk dive him again.
Haha. Have another.
Went back again like this. I'm probably gonna regret that.
I will end this.
Oh, you want to see fire? Fine. Alright, second kill. Alright.
2 ashes. What?
Time for some research.
Come on. To further the arcane arts. I'm a fool.
Ow! 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 Here I come.
Finish this guy off. Alright, put you here.
This'll hurt. Suffer.
Oh,
That's just dead. Alright, Warren's turn. After the guy moves up.
Down. You've done it now.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Now. That was close. Forward. This ends here.
Oh, is it? Oh. Alright. Alright. Alright, everyone. I hate to do this. I have to save it here before the big fight. Alright, I want to get some sleep. Hopefully I can get on early tomorrow. Do a good stream. More of this. Maybe with Final Fantasy, depending on when I have to wait for the download. After I get the disc for the updates. But hope see you then. Catch you all next time. Take it easy.